Pokemon Phax. Exeggcutes don't make any sense. There are half a dozen eggs that are hatched from a single Pokemon egg. That's mind-blowing. It's like buying $6 with a single dollar. So then logic would dictate that Exeggcutes have to evolve into dozen eggs, right? Nope. That's not the case at all. Instead, they turn into these weird tree monsters with coconuts for faces. These are called Exeggcutors, and they are unfortunately not edible. And some of them are just way too tall. So tall that they cannot look down to see all the Pokemon taking shades underneath them while marking their territory. And when they're not accidentally headbutting every traffic light, they're getting tangled up in power lines and causing citywide blackouts. These fragile Pokemon can also randomly catch on fire during hot, dry weather. They're also vulnerable to termite infestation, so keeping them alive is a chore. It's almost as if they were born just to die. Exeggcutors are notoriously difficult to handle, so people often cancel their evolution. They'll instead try to incubate each individual egg and turn them into 6 batches of Exeggcutes. But the process can be excruciating since these Pokemon are extremely fragile. If you observe them closely, you can clearly see that many of them already come fractured or broken to the point that the yolk is exposed. They must be handled with lots of care and patience. Through years of trial and error, people were able to perfect the method for hatching Exeggcutes into more Exeggcutes. Then they kept repeating the process until they had enough to feed their neighbors. And once they did, they held festivals where everyone made different kinds of egg dishes and shared them with the community. Many fan favorites are prepared and served during the festivities. You have your regular run-of-the-mill omelettes, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, tamagoyaki, hard-boiled eggs, and egg tarts. Then you've got your fancy dishes like Eggs Benedict, poached eggs, Cadbury eggs, Fabergé eggs, and deviled eggs. All eggs, all the time, as much as you can handle, and you can't leave without having seconds. If managed correctly, a single Exeggcute egg can feed an entire village for months. Many people from every culture all over the world share their tips on incubating the Exeggcutes in order to harvest a lot of eggs. Things advanced pretty quickly once they got rolling, and now the process of hatching Exeggcutes into more Exeggcutes have become very streamlined. World hunger is no longer a major issue plaguing our society. The methods for creating more Exeggcutes have become so easy that even children could feasibly do it themselves with very little supervision from adults. And that single thought ushered in a dark age of child labor that went completely unchecked for decades. These egg industries were built upon the backs of young orphans, barely old enough to know how to spell their own names, barely old enough to count without the use of their fingers, barely old enough to know not to color outside the borders. But they sure knew how to hatch some damn good eggs. I'm a dirty bird's nest, and this has been another episode of Pokemon Phax. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more factual Pokemon facts. Have a wonderful Pokemon day.